Think about it, I'd read it before I went to bed or something, you know.
Well, we just had Joe Toussaint, and he's talking about, defensive intensity and some of those things. You talked about a little of this after the game, but where's defense on this team? Where's his defense?
I think we're all better. Thank God. Key's been very consistently good, except for when he's been banged up, and he's been banged up quite a bit. But I think we're a lot better defensively. Playing harder.
And that's Tim, you've added more and more opinion and Keedy on the floor together at times. Has that combination worked as well as you wanted it to? What have you seen out of that?
Well, I guess I probably would have done it all along if I wasn't worried about making sure we had a point guard left you got to be careful with those guys because they're the inside, they put their hands on people, they push people, they pull on people. On the perimeter, you can't hardly touch anybody, so I didn't want both of those guys in foul trouble at the same time. Otherwise, I would have put them both together way more.
Statistically, these guys are the best defense in the Big 12. I don't know whether they are or not. What makes them so good?
They run well. Offensive, they run good stuff, so they don't put themselves in bad positions in transition. They're a really good transition defensive team, and so everybody has to play against their set defense, and they've got shot blockers. So I think they're harder to score around the goal. They're harder to drive it at because of their shot blockers. But they also go back and fortify the lane. They do as good a job as anybody at getting back and fortifying the lane.
It's not pack line, though, is it?
No.
No. So they want to make you play 5-on-5.
100%.
And they rebound, the four guards, basically, and a 6'10" guy, but they rebound well. Why? Is it because they box out well? Is it because they're in good position? What do they do that keeps people off the glass?
I don't know how much people go, how hard people go. And again, they take really good shots when they shoot. They don't take bad shots, and because they don't pack line it, but they certainly overload it. And so they want you to shoot shots over top of them.
So their good stats are a product of their style of play?
Their stats are good because the guy's done a heck of a job coaching.
Some people would look at a game like this and say, West Virginia's bigger, they're going to be able to dominate inside. Others look and say they got four guards who are really good. What determines who comes out on top when you're in that situation? Who makes the other adjust?
Well, Bob, I think you would agree we wouldn't be in the shape we're in right now if we had just made 2-footers. And we haven't. And we didn't particularly early. We didn't make 2-footers. Think of the free throws we missed. We missed 3 consecutive free throws. We missed 2 consecutive free throws. They're both going to win a game. All we did is make them. We're going to win a game. We shot ourselves in the foot because we just didn't make what are extremely makeable shots. We just missed shots you shouldn't miss. That's why we ended up where we are.
How does a big team make an impression on a smaller team that wants to play a different kind of game, and vice versa? How does the team get the upper hand?
Well, they're, I mean, I would think that it's coming where they're gonna start double teaming the post.